Hello, yogis. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Debbie Lash, and I'm your yoga teacher for today. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave feedback. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the class. Today is a 60-minute Vinyasa flow with a focus on backbends. So backbends are a great way to reverse this forward folding, the rounding at the shoulders. Also, if you're feeling a little sad or low, it's a great way to just expand the heart chakra and just breathe in some buoyancy and some uplift. Please make sure you take child's pose whenever you need it. Down dog can turn to child's pose at any point. Skip vinyasas if you're feeling a little fatigued. And most importantly, enjoy the practice. So with this in mind, let's get started. We'll start with a few minutes of pranayama. It's called nadi shona, and it's alternate nostril breathing, and it balances the left and right side of the brain, the masculine and the feminine energy. Bring the hands together at heart center and bow the chin to the chest, and just take a moment to pause and arrive on your mat. Let your energy settle and take a moment to check in and just see how your body feels physically, energetically. And where is your mind at, mentally and emotionally? Start connecting your thoughts to the breath. Inhale to the top. Pause and hold the breath in. Open the mouth, big sigh out. One more just like this, deepest breath in. Pause and hold. Open mouth, exhale. Maybe attach a sigh. Ha. Inhale, take the prayer to the third eye. Lips closed, exhale through the nose, the back of the throat. Finding Ujjayi breath, the breath of the practice. Last cycle of breath here. Inhale. Lips closed, exhale. Releasing your left hand down on the thigh. Right hand alongside the face, and taking your peace fingers and gently bending them down. This can feel a little funky if you've not done this before. Thumb comes over the right nostril, ring finger over the left, and the fingers are hovering at the bridge of the nose. Inhale through both nostrils. Close off the right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale left. Close off the left nostril, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Let's take one more full cycle. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Bringing hands at heart center. Let's open this class with one chant of Om, deepest breath in. Om. Inhale, open the eye. Gently lift the gaze. All right, yogis, let's start lying all the way down on your back. Hopefully you've got 2 blocks. If you haven't, you can use a cushion or some books. But if you haven't got some blocks, maybe it's a good time to invest in some. So the block This is at level 2. So this is level 1, level 2, level 3, level 2. And this is sitting at the base of the shoulder blades. And the block behind the head is on level 3. So we're just going to bend the knees, gently lie all the way back. And this is a nice back bend to start the class. It's subtle, but the back of the heart is pressing and lifting into the front of the heart. The shoulders are rolling down. Walk your feet as wide as the mat. And then let the knees knock in towards each other, palms facing up towards the ceiling. So you're in a position of receiving. And just come back to the breath. This is what the practice is. It really is a practice of connecting movement to breath. Close the eyes and just let your intention turn inward. Just notice how this pose feels from the inside out. And visualize the breath coming in through the crown of the head, down the spine to the tailbone, and then exhale the breath out through the legs, out through the feet. 2 more, just like this. So you're really moving the breath all the way through the body. 1 more cycle of breath, just like this. Inhale through the crown of the head. Exhale out through the legs, out through the feet. Inhale, walk the feet together, inner ankles touch, Supta Baddha Konasana. Just let the knees gently fall open, pinky toes pressing down towards the earth, and just gently press the big toes in towards each other. Stay here for 5 cycles of breath. Just watch the breath as it comes into the body. And then witness the breath as it leaves the body. If you're ready for Ujjayi breath, soft grazing in the back of the throat. Some people liken it to the sound of the ocean, the wind. My kids seem to think it sounds like Darth Vader. 2 more cycles of breath, just like this. Smooth, long exhale. Last one here, inhale. And exhale here. Gently draw the knees together. You can even put your hands under your thighs and extend the right leg straight. Just point and flex the foot, circle the ankle. And then take the left foot out to meet the right, and just the same. Point and flex. Walk the feet together so the inner ankles touch. Flex your feet. Hook your thumbs together. And inhale, you're lifting your fingers up to towards the ceiling, the sky. Now press your back ribs down into the block. So you're pressing the front ribs down into the back block. Inhale here. And then arms up and over, biceps in line with the ears. Take a full breath in through the fingertips, down the arms, all the way down to your hips, and then exhale, press the breath out through the legs and out through the feet. Good. Change the hook of the thumbs just so the other thumb is on top. This helps use the left and right side of the brain. Flex your feet. Inhale through the soles of the feet up your thighs. And open mouth. Exhale the breath out through the mouth. Bringing the hand gently alongside the body. Bend your knees and gently roll off the block. Good. And then just move the blocks to the side and come all the way down. Come into a happy baby. So hands can be on the hamstrings or otherwise elbows on the inside of your knees, and just grabbing the outsides of your feet. And there's just a nice gentle rock here. And it feels like you're ironing the creases of the block out of your back. And you might feel a little tightness and tension in the hips, maybe shoulders and back. Just notice how your physical body feels. This is what the practice is. It's a practice of observation. And when you're ready, inhale here. Exhale. Grab your big toes and then open the legs into V shape. Oh yeah, nice stretch of the inner thighs, and then lengthening all the way down to your heels. Flex your feet. And again, if it's challenging to grab your toes, you can grab, I like to come around the outside of my thighs, or you maybe even grab your shins and your calf muscles. But 2 more cycles of breath here. And again, notice the breath often just slips away as the mind wakes up. So pay attention to the breath. Keep coming back to it over and over again through the practice. And inhale, both legs up. And exhale, down. Good. Pause here. Inhale here. Exhale, lift both legs up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. 5 more. You might want to point the toes. Inhale, lower. Flex the feet. Exhaling, lifting all the breath out of the belly. Last one here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And now we're just going to flutter the feet. That's it. Inhaling here. Should feel a nice little compression in the core, just warming the core up. That's it. And the breath might start to feel a little heated and choppy. It's all good. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. Navasana. Ardha Navasana. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Some of you might need to bend the knees here. Inhale. You can even have the hands on the back of the thighs. Exhale, lift. And if you need to, you can even put the hands down. Exhale, lift. Good. 1 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Let's stay up for 5, 4, 3. How's it going? 2, 1. Inhale, lower all the way down. Lift your right arm over the head. We're going to roll all the way over onto our belly. And Sphinx Pose, elbows under the shoulders. Spread your fingers. And inhale. Lift the chest. Point the toes. Walk your inner ankles towards each other. This is a really nice stretch of the core, but it's also waking up your back body. Some of you are going to stay here with the elbows and forearms and palms on the floor. Some of you are going to lift up. You just want that deeper stretch. Point the toes, lift the knees so your kneecaps lift off the floor. And inhale, take a look to the right. And exhale, come back to center. Good. Inhale, look to the left. How does your neck feel? Mine feels a little tight this side. Exhale, center. Inhale here. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Good. Drag the hands back. Baby Cobra. Again, walk the feet back in. Squeeze your elbows in. Hug them in towards the body. And then press the elbows down. Forehead down. Inhale, lift the chest. Not too high. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Point the toes, lift the knees. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one here. Inhale, lift. Just hold it here. Pressing down through the forefinger thumb. Exhale, lower down. Salambasana. Reach the hands straight back, palms facing up. Now press the fingers, tops of the hands, down into the mat. Forehead down, shoulders are soft. Point the toes, lift the knees. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Press all 10 toenails into the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Clasp your hands together on the sacrum. Elbows draw in. Some of you are you can keep the hands on the sacrum if this already feels like a lot of work in your shoulders. Otherwise, you're going to lift up and reach your hands back towards the feet, and the shoulders just organically lift. Good. Crown of the head presses forward. Press your pubic bone down into the ground. Good. 3 more cycles of breath here. That's it. Dissolve any wrinkles in the neck. Notice if you're lifting and pointing the chin forward Soften the back of the neck. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Hands underneath the shoulders. Lift up and back into a child's pose. And this is stretching the lower back. So big toes touch. Knees slightly apart. Forehead down. Good. Some of you are going to keep your forearms down because this feels good. Some of you are going to lift up onto your fingertips so you're moving more dynamically. So the forearms lift up and away from the floor. And there's this gentle lifting of the back ribs up, so you're breathing and spreading the shoulder blades. And inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, come up into cat pose. And pause. Good. Spread the fingers. Lift the back ribs up. And let's take 5 rounds of cat-cow movement to breath. Inhale, heart lifts. So there's a little back bend here. Exhale, round and round. Inhale, heart lifts. This is cow pose. Exhale, round. 3 more. Just close your eyes. Feel the rhythm of your own breath. It might be a little faster than mine, or it could be a little slower. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, round. Good. We're going to spin the fingers back towards the knees. So when we take Vinyasana, this is the actual positioning of the hands when we're lying on our backs. So just circle round. That's it. And press all 10 knuckles into the earth. That's it. Your thumbs and all fingers are spreading. Lift the back ribs up. Good. And let's connect to cat-cow this way. Inhale, heart lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart lift. Exhale, round. 3 more. Just notice by simply changing the position of the hands, how that feels in your forearms. This could feel a little painful. And inhale, come back to neutral. Good. Going to bring in a core stabilizer so the feet stay flat. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, round, lift the knees. Good. Inhale, heart lifts, drop the knees. Exhale, round. 1 more. We're going to pause and hold and lift up. Look down at the thumbs. Spread, press the knuckles down, and then lift the back ribs. That's it. 2 more cycles of breath. And 1 more cycle of breath here. And inhale, lift the hips all the way up. Stay on the tops of the feet if you can. And then when you're ready, roll over. A nice juicy pedaling through the feet. Have a look at the feet. Make sure they're hips distance or maybe even slightly more than hips distance. That's it. And we're going to shorten the down dog. So walk the hands back a third. Take the feet as wide as the mat. Reach your right hand to the left ankle or shin. And then bend the right elbow, bend your right knee, and then spin your chin up into your left armpit. 5 cycles of breath. And if you want, you can lift up on those left fingertips, and you'll notice how that lifts the forearm up and away from the floor. And we're breathing into the side body, side ribs. That's it. Where can you soften? Maybe you want to start to try and straighten that right leg any amount. And the thighs start to roll back. And there's that whisper and that feeling of cat pose as you lift the back ribs up. And change sides. Right hand forward, left hand to the right ankle, bend the left elbow, bend the left knee. Spin your chin into the right armpit, lift the back ribs. Maybe you're going to lift up on those fingertips on the right hand. And then maybe you're going to start to straighten that left leg any amount. Don't worry if you can't straighten it. Really just breathing into the side body. And 1 more cycle of breath here. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward into plank. Vashisthasana, center the right hand. Drop both heels to the side. Some of you are going to stay with staggered feet. Some of you may even drop the bottom knee down here. So modified, or some of you are going to stack. So now back in that sideways, so strengthening front, back, and sideways. So think of your abdominals as 360 degrees of your body. And then press down through the hand to lift the bottom ribs up and the bottom hip. Good. One more cycle of breath here. Change sides. Come into plank pose. Center the left hand. I'm just going to turn my back towards you. You can drop both heels. Remember, drop the bottom knee if you need to. Peel and lift. Lift the bottom hips up. Arm up and over. And then we're softening the ribs, rolling that top hip slightly forward. Lift the knees and thighs up towards your hips. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, hand to the floor. Good. Lift up and back, down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Ha. Inhale, come high on your tippy toes. Bend the knees, 2 steps to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Hands on the shins, lift up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana, there's a back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more, just like this. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Just a gentle bend of the knees so you can release your ribs down onto the thighs. And then some of you are going to clasp your hands on your sacrum like we were right at the beginning of the class in Salambhasana. Some of you are going to keep them there. Some of you are going to lift the arms up and then over. Some of you are going to keep the knees bent. Some of you are going to start to lift the knees and the thighs up so the legs begin to straighten. But we're all going to roll the inner thighs back and shift the weight into the 4 corners of the feet. So you're going to feel the big toes pressing, your little toes, and then the 2 points in the center of the heel. So in an ideal world, your hips are over your ankles. That's it. 2 more cycles of breath wherever you are. These forward folds are nice and grounding. You're stretching your hamstrings, but you're also getting a really good stretch in your lower back. Engage the belly, press through the feet. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Cactus arms, back bend. Exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Hands to heart center. Step your feet together. Good. Urdhva So roll the shoulders. Lift the chest. Inhale, both arms up. Lift up, look up. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back into plank. Good. Shift the weight forward. Some of you are going to drop the knees. Lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. This could be low cobra if you're not ready for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath. Inhale, come high on the tippy toes. Bend the knees, 2 steps to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise. Cactus arms, back bend. Exhale. Hands to heart. Good. Both arms up. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe out. Half lift, breathe in. Ardha Uttanasana. Step or jump back. Vinyasa. Halfway down. Knees up or down. Downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath. Count the breath. 1 smooth inhale, 1 smooth exhale is 1 cycle. We've got 3 cycles here. And if you can, try and favor the exhale. The more we breathe out, the more we can breathe in. Last cycle of breath here. Inhale, high tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Maybe a jump to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Press down through feet. Cactus arm, back bend. Both arms up. Hands at prayer. Good. Meet me in downward facing dog. Both arms up. Breathe in. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Vinyasa. Remember, you can skip vinyasas. Meet me in downward facing dog. Float the right leg straight back. Good. Toes point down. Look towards your left foot, and now inhale, lift the left heel high. Exhale, lower. Just really stretching into the toes and the ankle. Last one here. Inhale. Point the toe, knee to nose round. 2 more. Inhale here. Knee to nose round. Last one, knee to nose round and hold. Look down at your thumbs. Lift the back ribs up. There's cat pose there. Kick the heel to the buttock. Shift the crown of the head forward so there's space between the shoulders and the ears. Step the right foot forward. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, sink into the front thigh. Good. Bring the hands into cactus arms. That's it. Steer the right hip back. Inhale here. Exhale here. Some of you are going to bring the hands behind the head. You can stay upright, just stretching the hips. Or if you're wanting to take that little back bend, which is going to press the head into the hands, lift the chest. 3 cycles of breath. And just notice how the breath can get a little choppy, maybe even stuck. Hard to breathe. Good. And inhale, lifting yourself up. Cactus arms. Turn to the right. Inhale. Exhale here. Good. Some of you are going to keep the elbows bent. Some of you are going to find straight arms. Good. 3 cycles of breath. Find that single point of focus. I'm going to turn my head to look towards my thumb of my right hand. You can look on the wall. You can look down. Just notice that the eyes are dancing. Try and find stillness. Good. 1 more cycle of breath. Drop the right hand to your sacrum. We're just pulling the sacrum down, pressing down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink. Now lift up, look up. Two more cycles of breath here. And wimble the hands to the floor. Pause here. Tuck the back toe under. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. 3-legged down dog. Put a bend into the knee. Open up the hips. Circle the ankle. Keep pressing down through that left hand, lifting out of the wrist. Inhale, square the hip. Exhale, press the right foot to the floor. 3-legged down dog, float the left leg straight back. Inhale here, look to the right foot. Press the right heel down. Now inhale, lift the right heel up. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale here, point the toe. Exhale, knee to nose round. See if you can touch the knee to the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Glide forward. Last one. Exhale, knee to nose. Shoulders over the wrist. Lift up. Look down at your thumbs. Kick the heel to the buttock. You're lifting that right heel all the way up. And when you're ready, step the left foot through. Drop the right knee down. Inhale. Lift both arms up. And Vinyasana. Exhale. Bend the elbows. Just sink into that front thigh. Good work, yogis. Really pressing down through the toes of the right foot. Good. Hands behind the head. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale here. 3 cycles of breath. Elbows are wide. You're firming the hips into the midline. Just notice where you can soften. Maybe wriggle the jaw, soften the tongue, your eyes. Maybe even your ears. Inhale, lift up. Cactus arms. Exhale. Inhale here. Take the twist to the left. exhale. Beautiful work. Good. Some of you are going to keep the elbows bent. If you're tight in the shoulders, keep the elbows bent. Some of you are going to extend. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe look to the back. The thumb of the left hand. But squeeze the hips in. When I squeeze my hips in, I lift up off that front thigh. Press down through the heel. Maybe even play with lifting the toes of your left foot. That's it. One more cycle of breath. Drop the left hand towards this on the sacrum. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, up and over. 3 cycles of breath here. Inhale, windmill the hands to the floor. Exhale here. Tuck the back toe under of the right foot, lift up. 3-legged down dog. Float the left leg straight back. Inhale. Put an end into the knee. Exhale, circle the ankle. Both ways. Inhale, straighten the leg. Left foot to the ground. Vinyasa or skip, you choose. Lower halfway down. Roll over the toes, up dog. Lift the knees and thighs. Stay for this back bend. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Right knee, right elbow, glide forward and hold. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Cross it over to the left and hold. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Knee to nose, step it through. High lunge. So I like to put a bend in my back knee, shift my hips over that back knee. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, cactus arms, lower the back knee to the floor, almost. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Last one here. Lower down. Pause. Inhale, turn to the right. Exhale here. Some of you are keeping the bent elbows. Some of you are going to start to straighten that back leg. And then open up the arms. Shift the gaze to the back hand if possible. Hug that right hip in and back. Sink into the front thigh. Good. Drop your right hand to your left thigh. Arm up and over. Lift up, look up. Lift that back thigh into your right hand. Sink into the front thigh. 1 more cycle of breath. Windmill both hands to the floor. Pause. Float the right leg straight back. Inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip, exhale. Option to flip your dog all the way over. That's it. Wild thing. Stretching the front hips, stretching the front body. That's it. Press down through the feet. Lift the thighs. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale here. Good. Pause. Float the left leg straight back. Inhale. Left knee, left elbow, glide forward. Exhale. Just stay here. Pause. Inhale. Cross it over to the right elbow. Pause. There's your twist. Knee to nose. Step it through. Bend the back knee. Vinyasana. Both arms up. Breathe in. Exhale. Bend the elbows. Lower the back knee down. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Lower. So I like to have a nice amount of space between the feet. So feet are probably hips distance apart. And a really good juicy bend into the back knee. Lower down. Pause and hold. Inhale here. Exhale, turn to the left. Pause. Lift those elbows up. Some of you are staying with the bent elbows. Some of you are here. Inhale here. Sink forward. I'm straightening my back leg. You can keep it bent. Just choose how the pose that feels good. Look to the back hand. Squeeze the hips. Inhale. Sink lower. Exhale. Imagine your heart is extending all the way through to the fingers. So the hands are an extension of your beautiful heart. And drop the back hand to the thigh. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 cycles of breath. Press down through that back foot to lift the back thigh. Think lower in the front thigh. Maybe play with lifting those toes. So you're heavy in the heel. Good. Windmill the hands to the floor. Pause. Float the left leg straight back. Inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe flip the dog all the way over. Exhale. Arm up and over. Point through that right toe. Right leg straight. Lift your chest and open up. Inhale, top arm up. Hand to the floor. Vinyasa or skip. You choose. Stay in the back bend. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Downward facing dog. 3 lovely long cycles of breath here. Should feel a good amount of heat in the body now. Warm, been through the warm up. And inhale, high tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Jump to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Chair pose. Utkatasana chair. Bend the knees. Drop the hips, lift. Exhale, sink into the knees. Shift your shins and your knees back. And maybe look up to the fingertips. 2 more cycles of breath here. Good. Hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders down. Inhale, you're still in chair pose. Lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold and bow. 2 more. Bend the knees. Chair pose. Exhale, round and round. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Exhale, round and round. Inhale here. Both thumbs up. Lower down, Bakasana. Exhale. So if you're not doing the arm balance today, you can take Malasana, a nice hip opener here with the hands at prayer. Otherwise, for my Bakasana, crow pose, spread the fingers. And remember when you were doing happy baby, it feels energetically the same, but now you're standing on your hands instead of lying on the back. Knees down by the elbows. That's it. Ooh, see? Single point of focus. You're going to step back, jump back, vinyasa, meet me in down dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Glide forward, knee to nose round. Step it through. Warrior 1. Walk the right foot to the right. If you need to, inhale, lift. Exhale, sink into the front thigh. Reach the right arm forward. And then reach. We're trying to draw these left ribs forward as you straighten and sharpen the top arm. It's a lot of work here. Warrior 1. It's very heated, this pose. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, both hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders down, lift the chest. Breathe in. Exhale, humble warrior. Stay right here. Right shoulder inside the right knee. Drop the head and then hug your right hip in. Inhale, both arms up. And open up. Warrior 2. There we go. Bend into the front knee. We're just going to move dynamically. Inhale, lift the arms, straighten the leg. Exhale, lower. 4 more. Movement to breath. 2 more. Stand into the back foot. Exhale, lower. Pause, hinge forward. Uhita Pasva. Some of you are going to feel much better to have a block underneath the hand. Pause here. Good. Some of you are going to stay with the arm in T shape. Some of you are going to take the full expression of the pose. Press. Start the pose from the back foot And then reach and lift all the way through to the fingertips. You're spinning your chest open. That's it. Bring a smile into the eyes, corners of your lips. Drawing the belly in and up gently. Uddiyana Bandha. And when you're ready, inhale, top arm up. Exhale. Both hands either side of the front foot. Inhale, float the right leg back. Glide forward, three-legged plank. Ardha Chaturanga. Roll over the toes, up dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Good. Other side. Inhale, float the left leg straight back. I'm just turning sides. Knee to nose. Step it through. Warrior one. Back heel down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, sink into the front thigh. Remember where we're going? Right arm forward. Now reach. Starting from the back heel. Reaching forward. Lift up. Sharpen that top arm. Squeeze the muscles. Exhale, lower. Find that softening of the front ribs into the back ribs. That's it. Find the heat of the pose. The breath can get a little choppy here, so soften the breath. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, both hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders down, lift the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Releasing the lower back. Hug the left hip in and back. Drop the head. Gravity is your best friend in this pose. And then look towards your back foot. Head is heavy, neck is long. Shoulders energetically are lifting up and away from the floor. And the belly's hugging in. Warrior two. Inhale, lift up. Hands to heart. Transition. Walk the left foot to the right and open the chest. Inhale here. Everyone sink lower. Firm your left knee over to the left. Moving dynamically. Straighten the leg, lift the arms. Inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Three more. Movement to breath. Last one. Warrior two. Extended side angle pose. Hinge forward, inhale. Hand on the inside or on a block. Exhale. Pause. Some of you are going to lift up. I like to pick the back heel up at this point, press it back, and then arm up and over. Spin the chest. 5 cycles of breath. That's it. Squeeze and hug that left hip in. Spin the chest. You can either keep the chin into the armpit and the gaze looking up, or maybe look up towards the fingertips. If there's any pain in the neck, you're going to look straight down at that grounded hand. Everyone sink into that front thigh and then lift the side waist up. That feeling of side plank, Vashisthasana here. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Three-legged down dog. Inhale. Three-legged plank. Exhale. Ardha Chaturanga. Both feet to the floor. Stay in up dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come high on the tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Step, walk or jump to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, crow pose. You know it. Hands to the floor. You've got the option for my tripod headstand people to go from crow pose into tripod headstand. That's it. Don't worry if this isn't part of your practice, or even take this pose to the wall. Slide the head down the wall, crown of the head to the floor. Inhale here. Exhale here. Shoot the legs up. Roll the inner thighs. Keep squeezing the elbows in. This is lovely L shape in your arms. Forefinger thumb pressing down. Back ribs lifting up. And we're going to make our way back to Bakasana. And chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Exhale, hands to heart. Going to take a twist. Inhale, lift the chest, round the back. Exhale, twisting. Squeeze and hug the hip in. Good. Some of you are going to keep the hands in prayer. Have a look down at your knees. Notice if that left knee sliding forward. You've got to hug it in and back. Some of you are going to split the arms. Maybe hand to the floor. A block's a great idea here. If you're new to splitting the arms. So you've got something to press down so the chest can spin open. There's a full bind, half bind. Lots of different layers. And exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana chair. Both arms up. Hands at prayer. Inhale, lift the back ribs. Exhale, take the twist. Hands at prayer. Again, look at the knees. That right knee, it'll naturally gravitate forward. You've got to hug it in and back. Spin the chest. If you split the arms on the first side, split them on the second. Lift those back ribs up so the front ribs are lifting up and away from the bottom thigh. 2 more cycles of breath. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Step back, vinyasa, or you're going to meet me in down dog. If you want a child's pose, now would be a good time to take it. Downward facing dog. If you've got blocks available, bring them forward to the top of the mat. Actually, I'm going to turn around quickly. Good. Inhale. Float the right leg straight back. Exhale. Knee to nose. Step it all the way through. Good. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, lift the chest. Pyramid pose, round and round. I float the front toes up, but that's an option. Keep the front toes down, lift the back heel. Drop the knee. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round and round. Good. Last one here. Drop the knee, lift the chest, breathe in. Exhale, round and round. 3 cycles of breath here. You can stay right here. Some of you are going to turn the hands back, place the front toes down, and then kick the back heel, lift up. There's a lot of bundle work here. Fallen flamingo. Otherwise, you're going to be in pyramid pose. Good. And then we place the back foot down. Walk the right foot to the right. Block either side of the front foot. Inhale, hands on the hips. Squeeze the elbows here. Inhale, rise. Perfect. Bring the left thumb into the hip crease. Steer the right hip back. The right thumb into the right hip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge forward. And then we're going to take the twist. Twisting triangle. Hug the right hip in. Inhale, float the right arm up. Press your heel of the back foot down as you lengthen your chest forward and away. If any pain in the neck, you're going to look straight down. Some of you are going to look all the way up to that top thumb, finding the drifty, the single point of focus. And exhale. Hand to the floor. Good. Move the blocks to the side. Vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Inhale. Float the left leg straight back. Step it through. Good. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, drop the back knee down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pyramid pose, round and round. Drop the knee. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, drop the knee. Exhale, round and round. Some of you are staying here in pyramid pose for 5 cycles of breath. Some of you are just spinning the hands back and then dropping the front toes down, kicking the heel to the buttock. Fallen flamingo. Squeeze the hips in, squeeze your buttocks, forehead towards the shin of your left leg. Good, and then step the right foot back. Blocks either side of the front foot. And hands on the hips. Inhale, lifting yourself all the way up. Left thumb into the left hip, steer the left hip back. Your hips are neutral, squared. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale here. You're spinning the chest to the left. Exhale, hand on the inside or the outside. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, top arm up. Inhale here. That's it. Hug that left hip in. Stand strong into that back foot. Pressing down through the big toe of the left foot as you lift the knees and thighs of both legs. 2 more cycles of breath. Keep lifting the chest up and away from the floor. And exhale, both hands to the floor. Vinyasa or skip. Roll over, toes up, dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Good, drop both knees to the floor. Camel pose. That's it. So, let me into my little microphone here. Good, so actively you're pressing, imagine you're pressing your legs into a wall. Tops of the feet are down. Hands, fingers are down, elbows are squeezing in. And you're pressing your hands down the sacrum, so you're creating space in your back waist. Good, actively press the thighs forward, lift the chest. Look down at the chest. Ustrasana, camel pose. Pressing down through the tops of your feet, down through all 10 toenails, keep squeezing the elbows in. And inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, lower down. Good, just pause here. And when we're ready, we're going to take the same pose again with the options to drop the hands back. We've got the blocks here for those who can't yet drop the hands to the backs of the feet. So we set the pose up the same way. If you're using your blocks, you're going to set the blocks at the ankles. Good, set the pose up, fingers facing down. Some of you, I'm just going to show you, like to tuck the toes under. And what this does is it lifts the heels, so there's not so far to drop back. So this is, after placing the hands on the block, this would be your second option. And then third option is that the feet are flat. That's it. So I'm going to show you using the blocks for my block people, but then I'm going to lower the blocks and put my hands on my feet. So squeeze the elbows in, press the hands down, so you're creating space in the back waist. Inhale, lift the chest. Good. Chin to chest here. That's it. So option 1, hands to the blocks. This still feels good. Keep pressing the thighs forward. Option 2, hands to the feet, tucking the toes. Option 3, good. And then option 4, so this taps into the thyroid gland. Opening the throat. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue, lion's breath. One more just like this. Inhale. Lion's breath. Exhale. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, lower down. Palms facing up. And just feel the heart rate elevated. And this Ustrasana, this pose can bring up and surface a lot of emotions. So if you're feeling, often you'll feel very joyful, but sometimes you can feel a little tearful after practicing a lot of back bends because the heart fully opens. So if you've been experiencing something sad or having a bit of a tough time, you might feel a little emotional after this class. But just know it's all good, and that's the yoga working its magic. Lowering all the way down. Actually, we're going to come all the way down onto the belly. Got too busy talking, forgot where I was going. So lower it all the way down. Good. Coming back into Salambasana. Walk the feet together, hands on the sacrum. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale here. So you've got the option to keep the feet on the floor, or you're going to lift the feet. Press the pubic bone into the floor. Lengthen through the crown of the head. That's it. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Good. 2 more cycles of breath. And when you're ready, you're going to lower all the way down. Good. Bend the knees. And catch your feet. Walk the knees together. Forehead to the floor. Inhale, lift the knees and thighs. Exhale here. Inhale, kick the heels back. And that'll help lift the chest, and then we soften the wrinkles in the back of the neck, but actively press the hips down as you inhale, lift up through the navel. One more cycle of breath here. And exhale. Lower all the way down. Just windshield wiper the legs. Whew. And when you're ready, we're going to roll all the way over onto our back. Finding bridge pose. And over Vinyasana. So bridge pose for 5 cycles. If you're feeling kind of fatigued now, you can just lift up and place a block underneath the sacrum and take a more of a restorative approach, which is still going to give you all the same benefit because the heart space is lifting, the shoulders are rolling under. Otherwise, option 1, bend elbows. Option 2, grab the edges of the mat. Option 3, we're right here. And again, come back to the breath. Visualize the breath coming in through the crown of the head. And then exhale the breath out through the legs, out through the feet. One more cycle of breath here. Some of you are going to lower down. Some of us are just going to lift straight up into Vinyasana. Squeeze the elbows in, come to the crown of the head, and then we're lifting all the way up. 5 cycles of breath. So remember when we spun our fingers facing back towards the knee in cat pose? Well, that was a beginning of the preparation for this pose. That's it. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, lower all the way down. And ready for our twist. So take the feet as wide as the mat. Arms in T-shape or cactus, and we're just going to drop both knees over to the right, and then pick the right foot up and place it on the left knee, and then look back to the left. So we're now into the cool down part of the practice. So really the breath softens. We lose that intense ujjayi breath. We're still consciously breathing, but we want to stop the heat, and that's what the ujjayi breath, one of its benefits is that it heats the body from the inside, so we want to soften that as we cool down. And just lift the right foot off the left knee, feet as wide as the mat. Inhale here, and then drop both knees to the left. Exhale. You can stay right here if this already feels a lot. Otherwise, you pick that left foot up, place it on the right knee, and then inhale, turn to the right. Close your eyes down. You're nearly home. Shavasana is near. The lights are on and everyone's waiting for you. Just take a moment to honor yourself for showing up today and making time to practice. This is where the transformation begins. And inhale, take the left foot off the right knee. Finding your happy baby. Remember, you can bring the hands on the back of the hamstrings or elbows on the inside, or you can grab the shins. I'm going to grab the feet, rocking side to side, and just notice how this pose feels now, an hour, almost an hour of the practice. Just observing. And legs in V-shape. Open, and then press the tailbone, your sit bones forward. Shoulders plugged down. Your whole back body is plugging into the earth. Imagine you're just the same way that you recharge your phone, you're recharging your body here. And inhale, draw the inner ankles together. Exhale, put the feet on the floor. And then final pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. Hand on the heart, left hand on the heart, right hand on the lower belly. And just inhale for 6 counts. Pause at the top. Exhale for 6. Pause at the bottom. Inhale for 7. Pause at the top. Exhale for 7. Pause at the bottom. Inhale for 8. Pause and hold. Open the mouth. Exhale for 8. Final resting pose, Shavasana. Draw the knees together. You can take the feet as wide as the mat. You could swing your legs up the wall. You can roll all the way onto your belly and take Shavasana lying on your belly. But if you're lying on your back, palms facing up towards the ceiling, and there's that just the subtle lift in the heart. And we let go of the breath, returning to normal shallow breathing. The eyes are soft. The throat is soft. The belly is soft. But your shoulders are heavy. And your hips are heavy. And your leg bones feel as though they're melting into the mat. Please feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you need to close out the class, then come with me. Just wriggle fingers and toes. Inhaling, lifting the arms up and over the head. Take a final full body stretch. Flip the thumbs. Inhale through the fingers all the way down to the hips. Breathe in. Open the mouth, exhale out, all the air out. Knees into the chest. Lift the knee to the nose, hugging and giving yourself a big squeeze, knees to nose. Rolling all the way to the right, just pausing for a moment. And when you're ready, pressing down, lifting yourself all the way up. And just closing and sealing this beautiful class in. Bringing hands together at heart center, bowing chin to chest. Let's close with Shanti, 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 Om. Big breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Prayer to third eye. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Beautiful work, yogis. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. If you enjoyed the class and you have time, please leave feedback. Give me a thumbs up. And all donations are greatly appreciated, and your vote to keep these classes going. Have a great week, wherever you are in the week, wherever you are in the world. Namaste.